Hello, welcome back to week 4 of art journaling exploration, and today I will be experimenting with, I don't know yet. I'm just a bit wary of putting too many layers on the page each time I do a project, because by the time I get even just a quarter of the way through, it's going to be really hard to close pages. So I will do my best not to do anything too dimensional, keep it all a bit 2D. So let's start off by gessoing. Okay, that's nice and dry now, so I'm going to start wetting the page, and this is the little spritzer bottle I got with my gelatos pack. So you could probably do with one a bit bigger really. So I'm just going to wet the page and spray some Dylusion's Vibrant Turquoise onto that. Okay, now while it's still wet, I'm going to try and blow it with a straw. Okay, I do want it to try and travel across the page, but of course we've got the fold in the way, so I'll have to try my best to work around that. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry. I often see people dabbing, like rolling over the ink with these, and I don't really understand why, because you're removing most of the ink and then you're left with much paler version of what, you know, is less intense. Anyway, I want it to be intense, so I'm not going to dab it. I'm going to let it dry naturally, and just hope this works. Okay, I was thinking of doing the same again with some black, but I'm not going to wet the page because I don't really want it to bleed as much as the blue. So I'm going to drop a bit straight from the bottle. This is black marble. I have to work quickly, so. Okay, I went online and found an image of a bird which I've copied and done a line drawing of. It might be a bit too big for this. And I can't find the scissors anywhere, so what I'm going to do is tear it as closely as I can, and I may even flip the image over once I've done it, in which case I'll draw it again on the other side, but we'll see if it works, if the composition works. Okay, so I've torn him out, and I think he's going to be, well, not black, but certainly darker. Okay, that's a bit darker than I was intending, and of course I'm going against what I said at the beginning, and that's trying not to stick too many surfaces down onto the paper, especially where the bind of the book is, but I'll make an exception this time. So I'm going to stick this down with matte medium, and I've got to be careful because these Dylusion inks aren't waterproof. So it could run. Okay, I've tried to be as careful as I can. The bird is painted in acrylic, so it's not running, but you can already see that behind the bird the ink is starting to run. So I'm stopping there. I'm going to leave that to dry. Okay, that's dry. I'm going to go back in with white pen. Okay, as I feared, having the bird dark means it is sort of blending with the background a bit too much, so I'm going to use chalk pastel and blend it around the outer edges of the bird. I don't have white, I don't think, so I'll use blue. Kind of a purpley blue though, it's not exactly turquoise. And I'm choosing pastel because it's not wet, so it's not going to make the colours underneath smudge. Whereas if I was to use like watered down gesso, for example, then yeah, it'd be running all over the place. Okay, so that's giving it a bit of a glow. Okay, I'm just going to wipe off a bit of that excess pastel that's on the bird, because I want the bird to be nice and dark. Just wiping it off with a wet brush. Okay, I'm going to put some wording in now. Okay, I've got some velvet stickers now, letter stickers. I think you can guess what the last word's going to be. Right, I think that's it for today. I'm just going to dry the and because you can't really see it, and I've been using this turquoise paint, which has a long thin sort of needle-like tip to it. You can buy these online, mix up your own paint to any colour you like, and that's that. So I'll just dry this and go around it with my white pen, and then I'm finished. Okay, that's finished. The white pen didn't really stand out enough, so I've gone back in over the word with a black marker. So there's some beautiful things going on in here, like this very organic looking ink that's, you know, blown with a straw. Looks a lot like twigs or wings in mid-flight or that sort of thing. So it gives the picture a very dynamic appearance of movement and energy, which is really good. So do have a go at this yourself. If you've got acrylic inks, they'd be really good for a background because they won't lift when you apply different layers. So you could sponge gesso around the outline of your subject matter if you wanted to, and then it wouldn't bleed or run. So my cat needs feeding, so I'm going to wrap it up, say goodbye, and see you for week 5.